among all the smartphones I'm going to be sharing. And in terms of the RAM, you have only 4 gigabytes of RAM, and storage options vary between 64 gigabytes and 128 gigabytes. It runs on EMUI 9 based on Android 9 Pie, which all the smartphones on this list run on Android 9 Pie. And we've got the 12 nanometer high silicon Kirin 710F, which is an improvement from the 710 on the Y9 2019. To its main highlight feature, which is the pop-up camera, the Y9 Prime 2019 is a 16 megapixel f2.0 front camera. And on the back, we've got a triple camera setup. We've got a 2 megapixel depth sensor, 16 megapixel camera, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera. It has a USB-C port, and it also has Bluetooth 5.0. The second device we're going to be talking about is the Oppo F11 Pro, and the F11 Pro goes for 139,000 naira or $386, and it's also launched in Nigeria recently as well. I was able to use the Oppo F11 Pro for over 30 days, and I made my review about my full experience with the Oppo F11 Pro, links in the description as well. One thing I like about it as well is the bezel-less screen-to-body ratio. Because it's along the same near bezel-less design as all the other devices, its screen-to-body ratio is 84.4%, which is just 0.1% higher than the Y9 Prime 2019. And the F11 Pro has a 397 ppi, again just slightly higher than the Y9 Prime 2019. Both of them are LCD IPS displays, 2340 by 1080p screen resolution, and it isn't just clear. You can't really tell the difference when you just look at it. The Oppo F11 Pro has an expandable storage of 256 gigabytes compared to 1 terabyte on the Y9 Prime. And of course, this is a hybrid SIM, so it's at the expense of the second SIM card. You also have storage options of up to 128 gigabytes, Android 9 as well, and you get a 12 nanometer processor in the MediaTek Helio P70. Both of them do well in terms of 2D and 3D graphics. To its feature highlight, which is the pop-up camera, the F11 Pro comes with a 16 megapixel f2.0 pop-up camera, while the back cameras are a wide 48 megapixel camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Unlike the other options, the F11 Pro doesn't have Bluetooth 5.0, but Bluetooth 4.2. However, it's got a 20-watt fast charger, which is the VOOC 3.0. And it's a super fast charger. I actually made a review about it, and I explained all the features about the fast charger. So the last device on this list we're going to be looking at is the Redmi K20 Pro. Now, this is the highest priced out of all these three options, and it's not been officially released in Nigeria just yet. I got this for 160,000 or $444, and it is the fastest among all of them in terms of how apps load. In terms of build quality, you get an all-glass design. You get a Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, while the other two have glass on the front and plastic on their backs. It's a 2340 by 1080p Full HD display, and the K20 Pro is an increment to all the others on this list. It's in terms of the screen-to-body ratio, you get an 86.1 screen-to-body ratio, higher than the rest, and it also has an AMOLED display. Again, the others are LCD, this is AMOLED. But as far as the storage options, you can't expand the storage on the K20 Pro because you only have slots for 2 SIM cards. You don't have any micro SD card slot. In terms of storage, you got 6 gigabytes of RAM and 8 gigabytes of RAM. You also get to expand up to 256 gigabytes. And in terms of the OS, it's MIUI 10.0 based on Android 9 as well. With regards to functionality, the K20 Pro has got a high-end 7 nanometer chipset in the Snapdragon 855. And this is the same you'll see in something like the OnePlus 7 Pro and the S10 series. I'm happy to report that the K20 Pro runs quite fast in terms of my experience. I haven't mentioned any of their battery specs, and that's somewhat intentional because they all have a 4000 milliamp hour battery. However, the F11 Pro and the K20 Pro are the only ones that have fast charging. The K20 Pro has a 27 watt quick charge 4 plus fast charger, while the Oppo F11 Pro has a 20 watt VOOC 3.0 charger. So the main feature highlight of the K20 Pro, you have a 20 megapixel f2.2 front facing camera, and on the back you get a main 48 megapixel camera, 8 megapixel telephoto, and 30 megapixel ultra wide camera. Other things include having a USB-C port, just like the Huawei Y9 Prime, and it also has reverse charging and OTG as well as Bluetooth 5.0. In terms of specifications, the K20 Pro beats the others out by miles, and the Oppo F11 Pro was just slightly higher than the Y9 2019, despite the price gap. The image quality on the pop-up cameras were also okay. The front-facing selfies on each of the other cameras looked interesting. The F11 Pro and the K20 Pro have pretty sharp images straight out the camera, and of course, the exposure levels of the background was pretty high on all of them. Portrait mode, however, was quite decent on all. The Y9 Prime seems a little bit blur in terms of some of the details, and it adds a little bit of noise to the mix, while the F11 Pro and the K20 Pro seemed okay despite the noise levels. they've all got ultra wide lenses, but the K20 Pro from the same distance seems like the widest of them all. The normal shots on each of these lenses were pretty cool as well. I really like their colors, and the K20 Pro seems to be the most saturated out of all of them. Most Xiaomi phones I've used are quite saturated, but the zoomed in shots had a bit of chromatic aberration on the Y9 Prime 2019 and a bit of a blur around some of the details. As far as the video quality goes, only the Oppo F11 Pro seemed to be a bit more stable. Alright guys, so this is the front-facing camera video quality of the Redmi K20 Pro, the Oppo F11 Pro, and the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. Let me know what you guys think about the front-facing camera video quality on these cameras, as well as their sound quality. They all record in 1080p, they all record in stereo. Let me know what you think about the audio quality and the video quality right in the comment section down below. In terms of sound quality, here's how they sound. Alright guys, so we've come to the voice testing section of this video. This is how the three of them sound when you record your voice on them. Let me know what you guys think about the sound quality of these phones in the comment section down below. Alright guys, so we've come to the voice testing section of this video. This is how the three of them sound when you record your voice on them. Let me know what you guys think about the sound quality of these phones in the comment section down below. Alright guys, so we've come to the voice testing section of this video. This is how the three of them sound when you record your voice on them. Let me know what you guys think about the sound quality of these phones in the comment section down below. The sound quality on all these devices were okay, but the K20 Pro sounded the loudest of them all. Unfortunately, they all suffer the same fate of having the single speakers all at the bottom there. You can easily block it when you're trying to consume content. So that's it for this video. Do let me know what you think about these three smartphones. Which of them are your favorites? Which of them would you buy if you had the cash? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when I drop a new video. That's it, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.